Mystery Steam Reviews is the part of the PC Gaming Weekspot where I, Colm Ahern, and he, Matthew Castle, test the knowledge of one another via Steam reviews that are a mystery. And the rules are as follows. Both I and Matthew bring 3 Steam reviews to the MSR arena, but we omit the name of the game associated with each review. Our opponent must correctly guess the game attached to each review. 1 correct answer equals 1 point. While both of us have 90 seconds on each MSR, we both also have help in the form of 3 lifelines. These lifelines can be used at any stage during battle, and they also pause the 90-second timer. However, each lifeline can only be used once, and once only, and they are as follows. Publisher, where the hot seat haver learns the publisher of the game. Second opinion, where a second review is given to the fiery chair sitter. And genre, where the genre of the game is revealed to the one with the warm arse. This week, aptly, as everyone in games media is a little bit tired with all of this E3 chat, we are doing video games that were announced at E3. There's somewhere in E3 history.
Vague, this one, I thought.
A toughie, certainly a toughie.
Well, it's not toughy. It's just, it could be any game, really.
Oh, well, I mean, it can still only be games that were announced at E3.
But do you remember the games that were announced at E3?
Every single one.
But that's in my head. I think this feels like all games to me.
I mean, that's fair.
Hey.
The people,
the viewers picked it.
The people have spoken. The
public gets what the public wants.
So yeah, let's see. I don't know. We'll see how we get on.
I predict disaster.
Matthew, here is your first Mystery Steam review. This game has taught me that the number one way to survive a shark attack is to eat several bananas while they're biting you. That's from Hexagon. It is recommended 19.8 hours on record, 4.7 hours at review time. Matthew, your time starts now.
Yikes. This game is shot. Well, that makes me think Maneater, which, like all games, was probably revealed at E3. So I think it fits. Bananas while they're biting you. Oh. Wait, to eat bananas while the shark's biting you, or to eat bananas that are biting you?
This game has taught me that...
A banana that bites you?
Is the way to survive a shark attack is to eat several bananas.
While they're there is the shark, not the banana. The sentence...
The game has taught me that the number one way to survive a shark attack is to eat several bananas while they're biting you.
While the shark is biting you, not to eat the bananas while they're biting you. We're not talking about anthropomorphic bananas here. I don't know, this review...
Presumably, yes, you would presume that that's the shark they're talking about.
Well, Maneater, you don't survive a shark attack. You are the shark. Sharks and bananas, it's got to be Sea of Thieves. That's the only game with those 2 elements. Unless there's some other daft game where it's got an anthropomorphic banana that can also bite you. I don't really understand the review. I'm going to say Sea of Thieves.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Pretend you heard the sound effect, Matthew, because I didn't. I didn't either. But the people will in post. Why didn't that work? Oh, fuck it! Everything is breaking. Yes, we got to the bottom of it. You would presume that the way that this person survives a shark attack is to eat the bananas while the shark is attacking them, right, rather than them being the shark that's attacking, or a banana attacking somebody. But you've ended up on a video game you have identified as having both bananas and sharks, and that is Sea of Thieves. And I can tell you, Matthew, that the correct answer is Sea of Thieves. You're right, it is weird without sound effects because I can't hear them this week either. But again, the people at home will be able to. Do you remember all the meme with the Sea of Thieves where you don't peel the banana to eat it, you just eat it whole?
Right. Yeah, no, just the review threw me because it sounded like it was the banana that was biting you.
Okay, fair.
Eat that banana while it bites you. Eat the banana. Oh, shark.
So Matthew, could I have my first Mystery Steam review, please?
At first, it's slightly confusing to drive on the wrong lane. Of course, you can drive however you like, but still, coming from games like Euro Truck Sim, it's a bit confusing, especially the roundabouts. Not in a bad way, though. The map is huge and very diverse, says Cosmozukis. Recommends it with 46.8 hours on record.
Time starts now. So that would, you would presume it is then set. Oh no, you drive on the other side of the road coming from games like Euro Truck Sim. Yeah, no, the only people that drive on the left are Ireland, the UK, and I think Australia, isn't it? So Euro Truck Sim, I'm guessing is... I have no fucking clue what this is. But like Euro Truck Sim, I'd imagine is set in continental Europe where they would drive on the right. So a game... Forza Horizon 4 is the only thing I can think of. Was that... Oh, I need to update your score, Matthew. Matthew 1.
Give me that score.
Forza Horizon 4 is the only video game I can think of that is set... Why Euro Truck Sim? Truck Sim has nothing to do with... I don't know. I mean, I could use Lifelines. I feel like maybe that's a waste. Surely Forza Horizon 4 was announced at an E3, you would imagine. So, yeah, let's just go for Forza Horizon 4.
Is that your full answer?
Matthew, that is my final answer. Do-do-do.
So, you believe this is a game set in the UK or Ireland or Australia, based on which side of the road you drive on. We're a little bit confused by the Euro Truck Sim reference. Is this related? Is this also a simulator? I know that simulators are a weak spot for you, not the weak spot that you're watching. The correct answer is Forza Horizon 4.
Yeah, get in. Get in.
Oh my god, it's so dead without the sound.
It's just so yeah. Thank you to everyone at ITN for giving us your sound library, because to us, the people at home aren't hearing anything different, but to us it's very strange. Matthew, your second Mystery Steam review is as follows. The game is, for a big part, a salute for nature and hiking and feelings. Sure, there are some little puzzles here and there, but otherwise it's not something you can put into words. It's just a little diamond you need to experience to know what it really is. Maybe it's time to learn knitting. And that's from Bombin. It is recommended 7.2 hours on record, because when you think of tranquility, you think of bombing. Matthew, your time starts now.
The game is a salute to nature and hiking. See, that made me think like Death Stranding, but feelings, little puzzles. I don't know. This doesn't sound like that. Can I get the publisher, please?
You can, of course, pause the timer at 1:13. As Matthew uses his publisher Lifeline. So the publisher of this here video game is Electronic Arts. Electronic Arts. Matthew, 1:13, your time starts now.
Yeah, that's not what I was expecting you to say. I thought this was going to be like a short hike or something. Nature and hiking, and I could be on Ravel. That famously had the very emotional reveal where the guy brought out his little puppet and then wept. Because he couldn't deal with how cute it was or whatever, or he was nervous. Is that a hiking game? Sort of hiking. You're going across a garden. It's got puzzles. They've also got that one with the animals, which I couldn't stand. Fee or Faye or something, but I don't think it's that. Wouldn't describe that as hiking. Other EA games where you hike. It's not Titanfall. That isn't relaxing. other games where you just hike about. Yeah, listen, I'm gonna say Unravel.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's my final answer.
So, initially, you were kind of focusing in on that hiking and all that. The publisher gave you Electronic Arts, which brought Unravel to mind, and of course that is actually, I suppose, one of the more famous E3 reveals, where the very tattooed man stepped onto the stage and was, Jesus, he was shaking like a Polaroid picture. So yes, you have ended up on Unravel. And Matthew, I can tell you that the correct answer is Unravel! It's so weird without the sound effects.
You say it and I'm like... Imagine if that's what happened on TV when they won £1 million.
Silence.
Nothing. Not applause, nothing, no glitter. Chris Tarrant's like, so, go home, you've won. Thank you. Bye.
I wonder, should I give it to the people at home like this? I'll give them the sound effects, but it's maybe the raw and cut version for anyone who wants it. Matthew, could I have my second Mystery Steam review, please?
Outstanding story, character development, and locations. Regardless of what Disney and George say, I consider this work of art canon, and certainly one of the most memorable video game stories to date, says Woe Be Unto You. Which is weird, which is recommended. 96.8 hours on record.
Time starts now. Alright, well, this makes you think surely George Lucas and Disney. This has to be a Star Wars game. Now, my knowledge of Star Wars games, or what ones were revealed at E3, because basically when they did the episode 7, they said like all the other games, forget about them, not included. So that would cancel out Jedi Fallen Order, wouldn't it? Because that came after. And I'm not sure where that is, if that is considered.
By that logic, this would be an earlier game.
Sorry, that's what I'm saying. Is that like Jedi Fallen Order is...
Jedi Fallen Order comes after.
Yeah. Is that...
canon wipe.
That's... Yeah. What would help me here? Would a second opinion... I mean, it could be KOTOR, it could be the Old Republic, it could be any of them. Pausing the timer 23. Matthew, could I have my second opinion, please?
One of the best games ever, almost 20 years ago and still holds up today. Games like these make you feel like you're living in part of the universe and it's living through your own Star Wars movie. Deep characters, tons of growth, and an amazing ride all the way through.
Timer restarts now. Well, it has to be KOTOR then. Doesn't it? Yeah. I feel like I'd be wasting other lifelines. Let's say Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
So, I've assumed that we heard the sound effect.
Yes.
You've correctly identified Star Wars from Disney and George, unless this is George of the Jungle, the Disney film. Could be. Did they take a hammer to George of the Jungle canon? Who knows? Your second opinion revealed that it was almost 20 years ago, which has focused you on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. The correct answer is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah! Get in. Matthew, would you like your third, I think? Isn't it? Yeah. Your third and final Mystery Steam review. I gotta say, this game is quite disappointed. Nice BGM, but questionable motivation of characters. Stupid AI, little choice of weapons, bikes, anything. And this game is so Ubisoft. I'm not unhappy with the open world game, but this repeating missions and collections drive me crazy. And that's from Dean. It is not recommended. 36.4 hours on record, 21.5 hours at time of review. Matthew, your time starts now.
I mean, this could be any number of things. Hit me with a second opinion.
All right, pausing the timer at 1:22 as Matthew uses his second opinion. So the second opinion of this is: Dear beta testers of the game on PS4, thank you for your hard work in testing the game before it released on PC. We appreciate this and look forward to Bloodborne on PC. And unless you want to use your genre.
Yeah, I use my genre as well.
Okay, so the genre of this is as follows. An action-adventure survival horror video game. And the timer restarts now.
An action-adventure survival horror video game. Action-adventure survival horror. But it's unlike Ubisoft. PS4, thank you for beta. Now that said, at first I thought there was a famous PS4 beta, and I'm like, oh no, it's an obnoxious PC gamer treating a PS4 release like it was the beta for the game, because that's the kind of asshole comment the PC gamers make. That's why we can't stand them on the PC Gaming Weekspot. Of course, I jest. I love them. I'm thinking like Death Stranding maybe. I mean, it'd be a terrible review. And you do a lot of repetition, not collectibles though. Survival horror. That's an action adventure. It's got survival horror elements in that the monsters chase you. But that doesn't feel like it's going to be it. I think in open world because the Ubisoft. Oh god, I've blown this. I'm going to say Death Stranding, but I don't know.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
So, there's a bit in that, general kind of open world language and all that, talking about weapons and vehicles and whatever else in that Steam review. The second opinion was you identified a obnoxious PC gamer who was calling the original PS4 release of this game the beta test, and the genre what was it, an open world survival adventure or whatever the fuck it was,
action adventure
survival horror, which has led you to say Death Stranding. And I can tell you, Matthew, that the correct answer is Days Gone.
Oh, of course. That's much more like a Ubisoft game. In my head, I was just thinking, the only other one they've got is Horizon.
It's very forgettable. That Days Gone, very, very forgettable.
Very forgettable. Probably the most forgettable game of the last 10 years, I'd say.
That was revealed at E3 2016. Whoa.
Oh, well.
Matthew, could I have my third and final Mystery Steam review, please?
As a fan of the first two games, this one is really disappointing. Bad battle system, poor history. The game itself is very short, but it keeps putting you in situations where you have to grind for money, which makes it extremely boring and time-consuming, says John. They do not recommend it. 28.7 hours on record. Don't laugh at poor John.
Time starts now. I love when they just have, just like these big wordy reviews and like, Dennis. As a fan of the first two games, so there were two games. This is disappointing. Bad battle system, poor history. As a fan of the first two games, Crusader Kings 3.
I would say don't read too much into poor history. I don't really know how it relates.
Pause the timer 59. Matthew, could I have my genre, please? And my publisher while we're here. Why not?
Ooh, yeah. Your genre, unhelpfully, is action adventure game.
Yeah.
Wah. Your publisher is Deep Silver.
Okay, restarting the timer now. Alright, well that's first two games. Saints Row. It could be Saints Row the Third, it could be Metro Exodus.
Deep Silver did not publish the original two games.
Of this game.
Of this game, yeah.
Well, I know they didn't do Saints Row. Did they? No, they didn't. Metro, I can't fucking remember. I have it in my head that Saints Row the Third was revealed at an E3. Shit. Poor history is weird. Saints Row the Third, why not?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Da-da-da. So, I feel like you got thrown by poor history a bit.
I mean, you did say to ignore it, to be fair.
Yeah, I did say to ignore it. You got Deep Silver. You got hooked on Deep Silver trilogies. This is the third part of a trilogy, or a series of games. It's got a bad battle system, a lot of repetition, as it pads its story out with boring, everyday jobs.
I just thought they wouldn't have published Saints Row the Third unless you took this from the remastered. I think this is I don't know, carry on, sorry.
It was a big E3 announcement. It got the crowd very excited as a legendary game returned. It is Shenmue 3.
I forgot. Yeah, that was big time when that was at E3. Oh, that was incredible. Oh, yeah. People got so excited about it and then it came out.